back. You know, one of the decisions that you have to make if you're any type of athlete, any type of representative or a member of a club or a team or a business, that is optional for you. That is optional for you. And you have other choices, you do other side work. One of the decisions that you have to make, do you want to truly be there? What is your motives of being there? And are you going to make the necessary efforts to go through everything that needs to be done? 100%. 100%. If you say no to any of those questions, or you have a, well, yeah, but type of response, that's not a good sign. It's not a good sign for you. That person obviously is not a good sign. It's not a good sign for those around them. Here's Brett Favre. This is exactly what he said. I quote, "As we were driving on that last drive, it seemed like it was destiny for us. I was so close to getting these guys to the Super Bowl. I owe it to this organization to give it one more try." End quote. He is right about that part. He is right. He does owe it to the organization. He does. You know. Alright, back to the quote here. "I could make a case for both playing, not playing. This is a very good football team. The chances here are much greater than other places. From that standpoint, it was always easier to return. Part of me said it was such a great year, it would be easy to say, hey, I can't play any better, why even try? Then the other part, guys are playing on a high level. Why don't I go back out? The expectations are high here, as they should be." End quote. He's right about a lot of things that he said. But I'm pretty sure no professional athlete will play the game for free. Don't buy into that crap. No professional athlete will play this game for free. You know, yes, Brett Favre has the love of the game. Strong love of the game. Let's not mistake that. But it's really a problem to me. It's really, really, really a problem when you're indecisive. You're indecisive. Now, one of the things about being indecisive is this. If everything goes well, if everything just goes well, you know, they have a season like they did last year. You know, Colts dominate the regular season, have magical victories, you know, make a strong playoff run, and, you know, just a play short of the Super Bowl. That part hurts. But just to get to that point is an achievement along itself, considering, you know, of other possible years that you could have. Statistically, he had his best season. Let's not shy away from that. Statistically, he had his best season. The problem is that indecision. What happens if you get off to a slow start? What happens if, I don't know, you could possibly go, just throwing it way left field, I'm sure the Vikings are not going to do this, but let's just say if a couple of injuries happen, let's say Percy Harvin gets hurt, or Adrian Peterson get hurt, gets injured, is out for a amount of time, and the Vikings go 4-12. Let's hypothetically say that, or 5-11. They flat out suck, despite having Brett Favre. Could he possibly bail out? You know, that's where the depression comes in. If you get everything that you want, then there's no question of what you can possibly do. Let's face it, Brett Favre for the last 4, 5, 6 years, all he wanted to do was win a Super Bowl. Had he won a Super Bowl in years past, 4, 5, 6 years ago, I know he had a Super Bowl in the 90s, but we're talking about now. Had he had a Super Bowl when Green Bay had that team that went to the NFC title game, lost to the Giants. Had they beat the Giants in overtime that year and went on and dispatched the undefeated New England Patriots at the time, you really think Brett Favre would have been playing these last few seasons? You think if, and I know Green Bay let him go, you think if Brett Favre would have won a title with the Jets, that he would have desperately tried to get with the Vikings, or with some team, or with Chicago, some team in the NFC North, to get back at the Packers? You really think that would be an issue? Have Favre actually won a Super Bowl? This past year, had Favre won a Super Bowl with the Vikings, you will see him on ESPN right now. That'll be his permanent job. You know, he has his ring. That's all he wants. Let's not beat around the bushes here, ladies and gentlemen. That's all he wants. Now, to say it's a good word, to make it, you know, not make it a public relations disaster as yourself as a brand, because we all have learned from previous player episodes that they're not just athletes, they're not just, you know, athletes that perform in the field, they're a brand. They're a brand. It would hurt the Brett Favre brand if he were to go out and say, flat out, I'm not going to retire until I win a Super Bowl. Had I won a Super Bowl in the past 3, 4 seasons, I would have been retired. You know? The eagerness of a championship. That's good. That's good. You want to go out, you want to win a title any way possible, but at the same time, you're putting yourself ahead of the team. When you put yourself ahead of the team, especially at quarterback, that puts your team in a bad position that many teams could not afford to go through. That's why the Packers made the decision that they made to say, Favre, thank you, we appreciate everything you have done. But right now, we have a guy who is just as talented as you. He may not be as good as you at this point, but we have a guy who will lead the Green Bay Packers organization to doing great things for the next 5, 10, 15 years. And that's Aaron Rodgers. And the best Favre you can give us is a possible Super Bowl run for 1 year. Yet, if we keep you, Rodgers could be gone. And then, what's going to happen after, you know, even if Favre would have got the Packers the Super Bowl, had they kept him. Okay, let's say Favre, say if he won the Super Bowl. Where does the Green Bay Packers go from there? Especially if Aaron Rodgers, if the agent, Aaron Rodgers, would have said to the Packer organization, look, you promised me a starting spot, deuces. And you didn't give it to me. Deuces. I mean, you see how, for those of you who have followed the late night TV controversy, it's exactly like that. It's exactly like that. You know, but that's what Favre wants. All Favre wants is a Super Bowl title. That's all he wants. But he just wants to, like a lot of athletes do, he doesn't want to go through the trials and tribulations of getting to that point. He just wants to get there. Because let's face it, this is his 20th season. He has already done all of this. He's not young anymore. He's going to be 41 in October. Tell you, sacrifices. Oh boy, my little luggage here. The sacrifices that you make as an athlete is huge, and a lot of us normal or regular people don't really understand that. I mean, I play high school sports, but the difference between that and professional is totally different. But you know what you're getting yourself into when you sign up for it. More in a moment.